I'm the richest of people, but if not because I started spending money on online courses, I would still literally be in Nigeria looking for a job right now.
Right.
Because I save all my cash, stack up all my cash in uni, and then I pay for different courses. I learned I had forex from IM Academy. I don't know if you've heard of IM Academy, some American forex company.
Don't really like forex.
But dude, if you come from where I come from, you try everything out to know what you like, because you don't have the luxury of not wanting to do something, and especially if you don't want to do scam. I can't do scam. You have to try out every single thing to know which one sticks. So it's about trying everything out and then getting the strength to know, okay, this is my niche. And I realize my niche is marketing and sales. So like, okay, and it's not just about niche and what I like, it's also what I'm good at. So, and I think what you're good at is because you like it.
You like
And
it.
I just embody it, and then I'm like, oh, you know what, keep selling courses and create a platform where people can get, and this money, guys, and can get a platform where people can just come to the marketplace and then buy different courses and then utilize the course. And it was the software. Let me show you. So let me show you guys. So it was this course. Like this software right now would have never existed if I never took this course called software as a service. So all I'm saying is Americans are not terrible people for always spending money, because bro, if you do not spend money on knowledge, you will never get knowledge. And if you don't get knowledge, you won't know what you don't know. And if you don't know what you don't know, you cannot earn more, because I've realized personally that your earning is relative to your knowledge. And the only reason why I'm still this broke right now is because I've not gotten the avenue to learn more. Because the only reason why a person that has more money than me has more money than me is because they know more than me.
The
They
knowledge,
know
the knowledge and experience gap.
experience gap and a knowledge gap too. Because if I know where angel investors and whatnot, that I wouldn't have to like start pitching ideas, because all these shark tanks where I don't like them, because they tell down your ideas and whatnot. And I watch some of the shows and you see someone with a very brilliant idea, and then the person will say something. I'm like, they're like, no, it's a terrible idea. I'm like, fuck you, bro. Don't tear down people's ideas. No, bro.
No, remember that's why. So like, what stuff should really happen is if something can help someone in any way, it should be worth it. But all these VCs, they don't
Well,
really
then also
care
what I'm
about the idea.
ex-
They care about how it fits into the wider economy or how it can be siphoned off.
but
in
I don't
1,000
judge
different
them, because
times.
I get them. Just trying to get paid, yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I also realize is you can actually make me a lot of money. Why do I need an investor? Because every time I'm trying to like create my pitch deck and invest, I'm like, yo, if I can get paid from this, then why do I need to beg someone for money? I can literally just sell it to people, get more money from profit, then calculate my margins, my spending, my budgeting and whatnot, get my profit, scale up, put more money into marketing. So should I be desperate to get investors? But I've also realized that for you to scale up to a certain level, you need that extra money. But that is false. I feel like that is a false thinking. It's just the new thinking. Best I know I've made so far is not applying risk management. Yeah, because
What you mean by risk management?
because I quit my job to just lock in on my business.
That's opportunity cost. That's not really necessarily risk. Now
No, it
you
is.
could have done you could have done your regular job and done this. But then, like you said you want to chase something like dopamine, which I don't agree with. But go on.
No, I agree with it, because this is clean dopamine, bro.
But
When you work, does it get you high?
Something could be clean dopamine, like you just want to surf in the beach every day, which is not what you're trying to do. But that could be clean dopamine.
Yeah, but for me though, this is kind of like when I'm doing this, it's like I'm surfing on the beach every day.
Sorry?
When I do this,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm surfing on the beach every day, bro.
But how you gonna feed yourself tomorrow?
But well, at some point, it was feeding me enough to pay my rent and my bills and to give me a car in the UK. But then my earnings just started because it's business, you know. Sometimes,
Life of the entrepreneur.
yeah. But then I already know that, so I was meant to do proper budget management and proper savings and whatnot. But then I was stupid enough to just still blow my savings. But that's why I realized it's because I didn't apply proper risk management. So I'm at fault for that.
They say
And that wasn't lack of knowledge. I was just
the typical white company.
the risk was also sexy, you know.
Listen.
Then
typical
influencers
rule- The typical rule for
go
a
all the
startup
way.
is you need 3 years of something. you either are going to be willing to be poor for 3 years minimum, because that takes 3 years to before you, because there's a lot of VCs out there, there are a lot of investors out there before you get your break. It's just like selling an album or something like that. You need a minimum of 3 years. And that will roughly almost take 10,000 hours. If you're doing this 12 hours a day, 10,000 hours is 5 years, but you're close. You're about 60% of the way there.
I know I'm close.
Before you can call yourself a master. So you.
But I don't think I'm. I think I'm a master though, because I've been doing this for over 7 years.
7 years? You should be well good.
I'm not well good because I make naira.
Now you're in England, though, so it should be easier to find someone, especially if you start putting these vlogs on Instagram. There, you makes a lot of Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, but you know,
now
so
it makes it easier to get some reach.
Okay, so basically, at my previous apartment, because there are a lot of young folks in my apartment, and there's a gym in the building. So I met this white dude, and I told him, "Yo, okay, I'm gonna build you a website for free."
Okay.
Because I was trying to get I'm not to be racist, but white people are Caucasians, so I was trying to get a Caucasian video review, so I can use it in my marketing, and also like if I'm trying to meet people, because I'm a strong believer of showing than talking. Just talk is cheap, bro. Like just show us rather than just show them. And that's why I went to secondary schools to get over 1,000 students to use the software and then build websites. So it's not like I'm just show them. Then I talked to this dude and I'm like, I'm gonna create you a free website. I was like, okay, I'm gonna think about it. Then I saw him at the gym next day. Hello. Then the following week, hello. And Mons, hello. The nigga never got back to me and he kept seeing me at the gym like, fuck you.
No, here's your issue. Yeah. A lot of people want to make a website, but number one, people don't have the full idea.
Now, I just think it was being racist because if a black man approaches you and says he wants to build a free website, like, scam.
Nah, I don't think it's a
Or
scam.
maybe it's just me though.
I don't think it's a scam.
I don't think so.
I think it's more of the effort and maintenance of the end product.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it for him though.
You know what I mean? And then, do you get where I'm coming from? Like, it's just like,
I told him I was gonna do everything for him. I have a software, brother. The software, literally.
I think what you gotta be able to get is get one person to use it and let it.
Not one person, one white person.
Why do you need one white person? Doesn't matter if it's one white person.
Because
one person.
trust me, going to Nigeria, I realized there is mental slavery, bro. It is real. When a white person uses your product as a black man, your product goes from this to this.
I get you, but aren't you not gonna add to the mental slavery? You basically put the chains back on yourself.
Yeah, but I need to I need money because if I'm trying to mental slavery, no mental slavery. Dude, I have over 1,000 users already. What more? But I'm thinking if I have a white person. Okay, let me tell you something. I ran the marketing last year on Canva. So basically, I have a teacher Canva account, and then you can just join my Canva account, and then you just be on my subscription. Now, I was telling people to pay for the Canva to join my account. Okay, Misfit, I'm interested. There was this white girl I was saying. She made a video for me. Say people should join the Canva account. Bro, I made over 100 sales. Because a white girl said it, bro. And I experiment a lot because I am a scientist first. And then I did another one. Guys, come on, babe. They pay. But when a white person says it, or when I put a white person in my video, dude, my marketing in Nigeria and my marketing in the UK is different. Because when I take out my phone, I'm like, hello, guys. They're like, comment is, bro, how far? You don't jam, though. We start everywhere fresh. How this place be? When I bring out my phone in Nigeria, I'm like, hello, guys. No one really cares. So black people have that mental slavery that abroad or anything related to something abroad is just a whole lot better than if it is 100% African. So it's not just about breaking the mental slavery. You can break the mental slavery, but before I break the mental slavery, I need funds for the company.
That's actually another question. What would it take to break the mental slavery?
Education, but not this type of education, because this type of education is for you to get paid. The education that it takes to break mental slavery is more like a sensitization that, guys, first things first, white people are just humans like you. Although I do know they have like some psychological connection and the flow that they used to communicate. You don't have to talk to them. You can use like your scratching of head and all that. And sometimes I feel like they're psychic. They can read your mind.
You think white people can read your mind?
Yeah. Or maybe British people.
Guy, you need to take the chains off your head, fam, and put a tinfoil hat on.
But
What are
but you,
talking
you do
about
know
white
why people
can
can't. But you do know they communicate with the flow, right?
do? What flow? What flow is there? What's
The
the
X.
flow?
Well, you don't know?
No, I don't know. What flow is there that white people can talk to you? Yo, are they that powerful?
Not
white
powerful.
people?
Like it's just not powerful. It's
Paul
just
Smith down the road is that powerful that he can read my brain.
not powerful, but more like they communicate with like they know how to like when you turn left, you're meant to turn right, or you're meant to look up when the person looks down.
Yeah. You need to put a tinfoil hat
Or
on,
like
fam.
when I
got-
do
we
this
got-
and when cracking of knuckles and like you don't think white people can do that? You don't think white people communicate like that?
cracking
Surely
of
I'm not the only
knuckles.
person that realizes this.
Bro, you're lost, fam. What you mean white people can read your mind by cracking knuckles? What's going on?
Are you just messing with me though?
No! What's for cracking knuckles?
Are you trying to protect that secret?
What do I got to do to protect their own secrets?
I'm like a superhero's ally.
Huh?
Like a
Also,
superhero
like
ally.
cracking knuckles or putting a finger on an orange.
Wait, so you don't know like you can like take something then remove something, then like they just come turn then. For real? Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
They are no more special than me or you. The same way you can't read my brain, they can't read your brain. The only person that could read your brain is if God exists. That's it.
Oh, so you don't
That's
think
the
God
only one
exists?
that- I'm agnostic. I'm on the fence.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then if you're saying that white people can really read their brain, that means God must have blessed them more than he blessed us, which
exists.
doesn't make no sense.
No, that's the thing though. Humans can learn it. I think white people just evolved faster. The way technology and all that, white people also evolved with the whole psychological thing, so they know how to do it. But the thing is,
they were only
that is
up.
a whole lot even much more stronger and better than technology.
But then they were only up once they only really became a real power once the invention of the ship's steam engine came along. That's when it took all the power from like Timbuktu and the Silk Roads to that when they could really travel en masse and efficiently and bring a lot more load, which meant they could bring a lot more armies over. That's when they could really start colonizing the planet. But then that gap is reduced because now everyone has access to it. And the next one was nuclear weapons. But now a lot of other countries are trying to develop the nuclear weapons, and that's what's reducing their ability to do that. Now their last possible thing is the fact that they run internet servers. Most of the internet is run from them. So they have the ability to spy on you. So they have the ultimate data tool. You heard of Palantir. You're behind.
Educate me, bro.
Palantir is this data analysis tool.
So
Google
Palantir.
it. Palantir. Palantir. The name comes from, I think it's Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Essentially, what it's able to do is that whoever partners with Palantir can aggregate whole large sources of data en masse and make and classify everyone if necessary. Palin. So replace the A with an R. You see that end of that A with
Yes.
R.
PALINTIR.
PALINTIR.
Okay.
Oh yeah. ANTIR.
PELIN
TAR.
AR.
AR. Or Palantir. Oh, there we go. That's it. Oh, you had to replace the I in the A. So, essentially, what allows them to do is essentially they can track anyone, and their ability is they can track where someone is, what someone does, and especially using AI to track where they will be. So, effectively, that is their main tool that they can do right now. But it's simply because they have 20 years of data from everyone. That's why Palantir works with the government, it works with Facebook, it works with Instagram. It works with cell companies. It can take all that information about you and put it into one profile. So they want to do that for all 8 billion people on the planet. That is the last superpower tool that they have that they are desperately trying to do. The issue is places like China, places like India, and other countries like Canada or UK want to break away from America. And instead of letting America run their databases, they want to have their own databases for their own citizens. China has had their own thing going on for years. That's why, in China they have all the facial recognition thing. Had it for years. That is the last tool that they're gonna battle for the superpowers. That's it. That is it. That's the only thing why people go, why governments, I would say.
Wait, sorry,
And
so
only one government.
right now you're talking that I removed something from my nose and then my thumb did crook.
Let's just talk about
No, not like I did it conscious. I mean, I did it consciously, but it wasn't like I cracked my knuckle. It was more like my thumb here. To you, does that mean anything?
no.
Oh.
I think after living here for a little bit, you'll learn that none of this stuff. You said you lived here before. So what's
That's how I
going on?
learned it, though. I actually learned it when I started teaching.
You gotta show me where you found this from.
Well, more like the students always teaching me in a way. Then I started understanding, like,
Like, is this energy frequencies or something?
kind of.
I don't believe in that.
So you don't believe white? Do you trust me? This is how white people communicate in England, even Scotland, even Wales. I've
What
not been
about
to Northern
Lithuania?
Ireland. Just I only know about England, Scotland, and Wales.
Communicate like how?
Like, guys, am I the only one that knows this? If I am, then it's wild. I will big pimple you. Oh, I didn't finish explaining my company.